Who here wants a new F-Zero game? Show of hands? All of you? Of course you do! F-Zero is a fantastically unique high-speed racer unique to Nintendo. Unfortunately, it's been many years since the last major game in the series. Fans have basically given up hope on seeing a new F-Zero game on Wii U. But Fast Racing Neo is here to possibly fill the void. Is this eShop Racer a worthy replacement for the Blue Falcon, or is it just a high-velocity dud? World 9 hops into the cockpit to find out. Alright, if you couldn't tell from the footage, this game has a lot of similarities to F-Zero. It looks like F-Zero, plays like F-Zero, even has gameplay mechanics similar to F-Zero. But not everything is identical. One gameplay mechanic unique to Neo is the phase mechanic. At all times, your vehicle is either in blue phase or in orange phase. You can swap between the two with a button press. The track is littered with boost pads, also varying between blue and orange. When you drive over one of these while matching the color, you get a free boost. It's a simple gimmick that does a good job of making the race feel more active. You're constantly keeping a lookout for these boost pads and matching their color. Another difference that was apparent to me very early on was just how the game feels control-wise. F-Zero has very tight controls. The slightest touch of the joystick could drastically move your vehicle, allowing you to make hairpin turns within an instant. But in Neo, the physics have more of a loose feeling to them. When you turn, instead of an instant response, the car sort of drifts first. This means you need to start your turns before you actually get to the turn. This isn't a bad thing, it's just different. Be prepared to slam into walls until you get used to these physics. But how about the game itself? Well, it has everything you'd expect. A championship mode, time attack, local multiplayer, online multiplayer, and a hero mode, which is basically a more difficult career mode. All the modes play exactly as you'd expect, and gameplay is mostly solid. The sense of speed is great and almost always runs at a smooth 60 frames per second. But there are some issues scattered about. One of the most annoying I constantly ran into was the respawn system. Look, this game is very fast, so it's essential that respawning is quick. Which it is, and that's great. What's not great is where you respawn. If you make a mistake and crash into an obstacle, instead of just dealing with the penalty of waiting to respawn and starting right there, you're often brought back a decent amount in the track as well. If this was Mario Kart, that'd be fine, but with speeds like this, it means you can almost guarantee every racer will zoom past you due to one minor mistake. You can imagine how that can get aggravating. Then there's the online. My experience playing online has been interesting. Some matches played perfectly fine. Others, I was pointlessly going through lap after lap, stuck in an endless loop of racing hell till the match timed out. Then there are these wonderful camera angles. The game undeniably plays well, but it's important to know that these hiccups do exist. One thing I would like to praise, however, is the overall presentation. Perhaps it's just my taste, but I really enjoy the arcade feel of everything. Everything from the look of the menus to the voice of the announcer felt like I was playing a Dreamcast game.
New Cup unlocked! Neon Cup.
So is this a fitting replacement for F-Zero? Well, sort of. It's certainly a breath of fresh air to play a game so similar to F-Zero and in HD. And it's still different enough to have a sense of personal identity. It doesn't have the level of polish you'd expect from an actual F-Zero game, but for just $15, there's enough good here to overpower the bad, and it makes the wait for the true captain of Zero-G racing much easier. With all this in mind, World 9 gives Fast Racing Neo 7 bits out of 10.